Hi, welcome back. My name is Donna from the Lost Closet 12. I am a part-time reseller on eBay, Poshmark, Depop, and Mercari. And I'm going to stop saying Depop because it's been a minute since I've sold something on Depop. I think it was like a sweater, a white cable knit sweater, which, make more money on, there's less fees, so you keep more of your sale. But I don't know. I don't know about Depop. Anyway, this is the week that, where am I? The East. Yeah, we're on the East Coast. It got that big old storm that they called it a blizzard, and it might have been. I don't know. We got a lot of snow. And my vacation started the day that we got the storm, and we lost power. So I was not for almost 3 days. Yes, I was struggling between two homes. Like I have the house and then a mother-in-law's quarters, and we were using one generator because our backup generator, there was a newer generator that we bought for backup, and then one that was older. Well, that one wasn't working anymore, so we had the smaller backup generator for both houses. So we roughed it for a little bit, but I had my gas flat top for outside, so we could cook some things out there. And we had a little heater running, and we had to unplug the heater to plug in the coffee pot because the generator would have not had handled the coffee pot, a heater, and then my parents' house with their heater, their coffee pot, and anything electrical that they were using. So we had to use our power sparingly. That's what we did for almost 3 days. So I was not really active on eBay. I was considering, the day the power came on, I was considering shutting it down because I'm like, I can't run a business without power and without internet. Like I had my phone, but like our house internet, it's a different provider. So yeah. So I have 2 sales, and I am okay with that. If I didn't shut it down, I was going to, but I have not been active because of the storm. And maybe I wouldn't have been active. I don't know. I bought a whole, it was like a beat up box of calendars and baseball stuff. And I decided to get them. I think I had recently watched someone's video about sports vintage calendars and sports memorabilia, if I'm pronouncing that right. And they said it was a good item. I guess some stuff is, but these aren't. I've had these for about 1.5 years, 2 years. Sold for $11 and change. This one's the National Baseball Hall of Fame. I really liked the design, if you will, of that. And this is the back. And what year is this? Mercy. 1999. So this is 25 years old. That's pretty cool. And this one says play ball, 1985. So for paper to last that long, this one has some flaws on it. Like it's got the doggy ear there, little there, somewhere on the back near the edges. I took a lot of photos, but yeah, I'm gonna put a piece of paper in between. I don't have a box that's gonna fit properly, so I'm gonna keep this one folded down. And I have a big old bag, and I'm gonna wrap it in plastic, and I'm gonna put paper in between, just so. I mean, these calendars are not in mint condition, but I want them not to have damage en route. So I think my bins cost at the time I used to do, I would take my entire haul, if it was shoes, toys, calendars, whatever I purchased that day, and divide how many items I think, how many listings I think I'm going to get, into how much money I spent, and I would get my average cost of goods. So my cost of goods says $1.88. These probably cost me more, like 50 cents, but I'm going to say $1.88 because at the time, that's how I did it. And then I was thinking about it, and I'm like, the calendars didn't cost me $1.88, and the boots that I may or may not have picked up at the time probably cost me more than $1.88. So my average cost for the entire year, like if I keep track of everything I buy, where I bought it, how many miles it took me to get there, if I paid a toll, if we go to Delaware and I stop at Krispy Kreme, and we drive up there for an hour and a half, an hour and 20 minutes, and we do one rotation, I'm not going to take that off my taxes. I feel like that's not fair. I stop at the Wawa, sometimes coming home from work for a coffee or a donut. So, but if I spend, I go down there and get there when they open, and I go through a couple rotations, and I'm down there for like 8 or 9 hours, and then I'm like, I need a meal, I'm going to take that. But, well, anyway, I keep track of all that. That's why I'm telling you that. And I do think, because I leave the state to go to Delaware, I live in New Jersey, so I think that just me thinking, I'm basing it on nothing, that you can, well, I'm not basing it on nothing, my tax pro says that I can take that off. So I'm not giving out tax advice. I'm gonna move on. Well, anyway, I forget the whole point of my story. I went on a side story and I forget what I was talking about. So, well, anyway, I'm trying to keep my cost of goods more accurate. Oh, I remember now. So at the end of the year, like, I add how many items I purchased, my total cost, and at the very bottom, it gives me my average cost per item, which is just, sometimes it's closer to 3, sometimes it's closer to 2, but we're going to say $2.50. Just, we're going to split the difference. And that is, I don't have my tape in here. So that is my average cost. So when this says $1.88, if I weight it, it's probably more like 50 to 75 cents. But I'm just gonna move on. This sold on eBay for $11 and change. I have to go get my tape. And I'm supposed to be waiting until the end, but I only have 2 packages, but I only have 2 items. This I also had for a long time. I just saw the way Mickey is standing there. It was super cute. I don't think it's branded. Oh, yes, it is. It's Disney size medium, raglan sleeve. I don't know if you want to call it a nightshirt or top. I mean, you could comfortably sleep in it. You could wear it out. No one would be the wiser. Well, anyway, I got this probably about 2 years ago, if not better. It was a rewrite. I could tell by my SKU. And that sold for a whopping $5.50. So not a whole lot to brag about, but I'm working on it. Like, no more blizzards. I just got done work a little bit ago, and I'm like, Donna, you want to do your video, and I have a haul that I'm going to record when I'm done this. So I'm probably going to be wearing the same top. And yeah, I'm going to get stuff done. I'm going to get videos made. I'm going to get them up. I want to get my listings up. so I can go sourcing again. It's a little rule of mine because there for a while, my inventory was getting out of hand. Like I'd go sourcing once a week, regardless if I got anything done or not. And yeah, I had a lot of stuff. And then I did redonate some of it because I'm like, why did I even buy it? And I finally worked my way through it. I think it took me a month to write through it, and I made it a rule again not to let it get like that again, because that's, I don't know about for you, but that weighs on me. I'm like, I get anxious. I'm like, no, it's too much clutter. It's too overwhelming, and I'm just, no, can't do it. So, yeah. So, 2 big old sales for this week. I did notice there was a pair of, I was going through my store trying to figure out what was going on, why I wasn't getting any sales for days on eBay. And I discovered when I was delisting and relisting my eBay items, the free return went away. So I didn't offer free returns. And that's something with the Flipped app. So I fixed that, and within hours, I got another sale. It was a pair of, I believe it was Calvin Klein pants. They were like khakis, size 0. I think they sent me an offer. They sold for like, I don't know, like $8, $9. So, and then I got these 2 sales. So that was 2 days ago. So I've gotten 3 sales. So maybe I'll get picked back up in the algorithm if I stay consistent. And I'm going to send Flipped an email and see if they can fix that. Otherwise, I will probably go with the Nifty app, or there's a couple of them. Everyone talks about them. Nifty is the only one I can recall right now, but I know there's a couple of them. And if you want to recommend one, you drop it down in the comments. I'll take a look, and I might just have to switch. And Flipped is like $10 a month. It's so cheap. So you get what you pay for, but I feel like I lost some sales. So I should have been paying more attention, because I've done that before and I've never noticed that happening. So maybe it's a glitch, or maybe it's happened before and I just never noticed, because it was like 2,000 items that I delisted and relisted, and crickets. And I'm like, oh, this normally works. It triggers something. But yeah, I'm done rambling. That's my sales for the week. I hope you guys have a better week this coming week than I had this week. And I hope I have a better week too. So I'll catch you on the next one. Oh, I almost forgot. If you like this kind of content, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and hit the notification bell for when I upload a new video. All right, bye.